Yo, it's Noodles. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing the Reze movie and how I feel about it, what I think about it. I know if you're a huge fan of my channel, you've been watching these videos to where I discuss ReZero or I discuss any other kind of anime. Normally it's edits in between here and there of stop motion things. Maybe I may make a whole edit in the beginning and then me just yapping at the end. You guys seem to really like that. I might switch it up a little bit, but for this one right here, there's going to be practically no edits, if any edits at all, because it's a movie and I feel like Sony's gonna strike my channel down to hell if I decide to add too many clips to the movie. But there is one thing I'm gonna add, and that's that freaking music, because that soundtrack was amazing. So with this little sound in the background, all I'm gonna say is the Reze movie, bro, cinema. Oh my God! Oh my God! Yo, I have never, look, I will be upfront and honest with you guys. I watched, well, not watched, what am I talking about? I've read the manga, right? And exactly how it felt in the manga, it felt the exact same way with motion pictures, bro. It felt the same way seeing all of that animated as seeing it in a book. I will say one thing though, when you see that shit animated, it tugs at different parts of your heartstrings that you did not know that it could be tugged. It tugs at different things that you did not know you could feel. I didn't care about Reze before watching the Reze movie. I've seen the manga, I've seen what happens, I felt really bad for Denji when I read it, but I felt really bad for both of them when I seen it. Bro, from the beginning of the movie, you can kind of see that Denji is already having a fight when he's going on these dates with Makima. He's like, man, what girl could steal me away from her? I'm surrounded by beautiful women who've always tried to kill me for some odd reason. But look, I see my options and I know my choice. Like, there's nobody that can sway me. Enter in Reze. Enter in this girl that practically literally drops out of nowhere. He's hurling up a flower, giving it to her like he did that on purpose. Nah, nigga, you don't just carry around flowers in your stomach. He's trying to impress her when he first meets her. And crazy enough, Reze is trying to do the same thing to him. She's trying to lure him in almost with how kind she is. You know, treat him the best way that she possibly can. And they even go to school together after a series of him dropping at her at the restaurant that she works at, which is crazy because you find out where she works, you talk a good game up to her, you show your interest, you see what she's doing, you see how she lives. That sounds like some real deal shit. I know it's a couple of people watching this video that have done the same thing. Probably not stalk the girls at her work, because that's kind of creepy as fuck. But you get to know a person, you see how they are, you see how they act, you see where they be, you see where you see that person for that person and see if it'll work. And they both felt an instant connection. Denji, obviously, Reze was acting, you know, but you know, Denji for the first time, he's like, is this what somebody coming on to me feels like? Because he's had Himeno before. He's had the older lady that was way too old for him, and that's a whole nother stone to turn over at some point, which I'm probably never gonna turn that over. He's had Power, which Power is more so like a sister to him, and he's had a bunch of other things that could have been coming on to him, but never in this kind of way, you know? So when they go to the school and he's getting swimming lessons, he's like, bro, if I take my clothes off right now, my heart will be hers. There is no going back from this. And then he's naked and he's like, fuck, fuck, no, my heart is gone. And I love little ways that this movie can seem to make you laugh, because when it all gets flipped on its head, you see the Typhoon Devil pairing up with the Bomb Devil, as Reze is called and as Reze is known. But the little kiss at the festival right before the announcement by Beam gets dropped, which is, I'm not gonna lie, the aura lob of death. You know, Beam, he's a glazer. But he's the best glazer to ever do it. I'm not gonna lie. You know, because when she kisses Denji, she bites his tongue off. He's trying to get his engine rev up so he can heal himself and get ready to fight, because it must have been so many emotions going through Denji at that moment. I know this is all anime, this is all make-believe, but in that moment, what would you have been thinking? This girl or this man that has did everything, it felt like a picture perfect book. They said what you needed to hear. They said what needed to be said when they needed to be said. They're touching you in all the right places without touching you in the wrong places, if you get what I'm saying. Like they just making you feel good. And then they bite your fucking tongue off. You know, in real life, that would probably be way worse because we ain't growing our tongue back. That shit cooked. So imagine that in real life. That'd be crazy. What would you feel in that moment? You know, what emotions would be running through your fucking brain cavities? You feel me? And like when Beam, that's why I'm saying the oral, because when Beam grabs him and runs away, he's like, ah shit, I know that smell. It's the bomb devil. When I heard that, I'm like, this is gonna be the most TikTok edit lob of the year. Yo, and when I went on TikTok, I was not disappointed. You editors, bro, you find a way to do everything perfectly. But the battle scenes, the animation was already peaked. The music, like I just, played for you. That song, I play a game called Death Note Killer Within, and I have soundboards for the game that I play, bro. And I'm going to be spamming that every single day when something sad or depressing happens. Because I know it wasn't a sad or depressing song until kind of like the end of the movie, but yo, like the soundtrack for this movie was top notch. Like, I only expect like super top notch sound design from certain anime. And I want to like Free Ren or like a Bleach, because they normally go hard. Maybe even Dragon Ball Z Kai. Dragon Ball Z Super wasn't really known for the sound, but the Cell theme and the Frieza theme and when Vita and Nappa verse came, that sound was because anyways though, bro, the animation, the sound, the fights, the words, like I have an edit right here with what Denji says, and
everybody's after my chainsaw heart. What about my heart? Denji's heart? Does nobody want that?
Like, does nobody want my heart? Does nobody want me for me? Every time he meets a beautiful girl, they're trying to kill him. Even Makima was like, if you don't work for me, I'ma kill your ass. Kobeni scared as shit of him because he's a fucking chainsaw devil. I would be scared too, honestly. If I heard a dude was a chainsaw devil in that kind of world where the gun devil tore shit asunder and all these other things that happen. Oh yeah, I'd be scared shitless of him. and then she tries to kill him, and then the other girl threw up in his mouth. He has not had a good time. Power smacked the shit out of him the first time they met, and then tried to kill him for cat. Poor cat, bro. Like, yo, you kind of have to feel for Denji. The first thing he does when he wakes up is saw through the top of the car, like, hey man, I'm tired of this shit. I'm fed up. You bitch is beautiful, but you keep trying to kill me, and I don't stand for that. And then like the whole fight scene, the explosions, like everything was perfect. When she ran to the building before Denji woke up, and the way she came outside holding both of their heads. Oh my goodness. I feel for Aki in that moment too, because he looked like he knew a lot of them people in that division and knew like them personally. And to see like somebody holding your man's head in front of you, that's gotta be highly traumatic. And you kind of get it shown to you when the angel devil is about to get flown off and he's like, yo, don't die in front of me. That kind of reminded me of Beatrice when Subaru was like asked to get murdered and she sent him to another universe to die, because it's like, I don't want to see anybody else die in front of me, gang. I can't handle that. I have seen too much of it. I just saw both of my man's head fucking dragged in front of me. I saw the person I probably admired the most and probably was the second option for my love literally vanish into thin air. Like, I don't need no more of that. You know, and that's why I like, you gotta feel for Denji, you gotta feel for Aki, and at the end of the movie and at the end of it all, gotta feel for Reze, bro. And I know she said she killed millions, and even in this fight, she probably killed 50,000 people. I ain't gonna hold you. She's a bomb devil. She blew up a whole apartment. I don't know how many people were probably asleep, you know, doing whatever they may feel in there. You know what I really want to say, but I'm trying to keep the PG-13 to a minimum. You know, they was having fun with themselves in that apartment, bro. Like, they was probably playing a game. They was probably doing all kinds of things in the bathroom and all that, you know, anywhere. And they got blown to fucking bits, like, you know, and she's a bad person. You know, I don't know how good of a person Denji is, especially with how he grew up. But man, obviously Makima is a really bad person too. You know, because the way she pulled up on Reze, bro, the way she pulled up on Reze, bro, through some rats. Oh, you should have known she was on rat-like behavior. Like, she pulled up on her with some rats. She stopped, the angel devil was helping her from the top, and then even the way that you couldn't even tell what devil that was, slicing through Reze, bro. Her arm gone, yo, straight through the heart, like with the other one. And then she tries one last futile effort to pull that thing, the pin on her neck, and the Makima's just like, stop that. You know, it's like the teacher, you're playing the games in the class, and the teacher like lays a hand on your shoulder, like, nah, bro, just go ahead and go to the, go ahead and go to suspension, bro. You're cooked, you're done, and it's over. And bro, it's so sad because she was lying about everything. She never even went to school herself, which begs the question, how did she learn how to swim? The other dude that was talking to Aki, the dude that has the slashes on his eye and it has that on a little meme, he said that she was a part of some training camp too, which I don't know how he knew that. I don't know how he knew that. I don't know if he remembers a picture of her and is like, oh, they kind of look similar. But he said that she was a part of some demented camp. But man, that all gets washed out of your head when you see her laying in a pool of her own blood, bro. And then at the end of the movie, you get to see this cute little scene between Power and Denji, but it really doesn't wipe away that feeling of sadness, bro. Especially when the owner of the establishment, the little cafe, says, yeah, you're gonna meet somebody perfect for you. And he's in his head like, I did, and she didn't show up. I did meet somebody perfect for me, and she didn't show up. Like, this anime is gonna do nothing but get worse in the feels department. Because as a manga reader, I try my best, my hardest not to spoil certain shit. And sometimes I even like not reading the manga. Like for One Piece, I like this feeling that I have right now reading the manga and then watching the anime and seeing what happens, how does it get adapted, what changes, what is shown. Because there was a few minor changes, but obviously you couldn't show too much because some of it is really just fluff, you know? And man, you really get to see the brother and sister dynamic of Power and Ninja at the end of the movie. You get to see the total romantic decisions made between Makima and Denji and Reze and Denji, and how that affects Denji. You know, he is not really hiding how he feels about certain things anymore. And that I really like. That I like the fact that he's showing like how it's affecting him, how it treats him. I wish that it would be shown more, you know, especially, I think if I say what I'm thinking, that would be a spoiler. So, yeah, that's how I felt about the movie, bro. That's how I felt about the movie. The movie was cinema, bro, straight cinema. And I just look, man, I don't know when I'm gonna watch another movie that treats me like this. I need to watch a Demon Slayer movie. I'm broke, so that's why I'm covering the Reze movie so late. I had the Reze movie for probably like 2 weeks now, and I honestly have been slacking. I've been working a lot of time lately. That's some real life shit though. For the video, sake, it's just late. Yeah, you don't care as long as you get it right. And with that being said, bro, tell me in the comments, how did you feel about the Reze movie? How did it make you feel? I'm trying to like cut this short so it isn't too long. I already was yapping for too long, I feel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe button and like button, hit the little bell, just show me some extra love. Other than that, I have nothing else to say, but man, this sucks, you know? It's like watching a romance anime and then it has the worst ending possible. You're like, damn it, they were supposed to be together, not these two. Like, oh, 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 oh. But yeah, that's everything I pretty much have to say. Love you guys. See you guys next time. Peace.